Hey, Quantitative Jeremy here, and I got another kickboxing video. In this video, we're going to cover some ways that you can cover. We're going to cover ways you can cover. Yes, we're going to talk about different covering techniques, and we're starting right now. Okay, so this video is about the defensive side of it. We're going to talk about different ways that we can cover ourselves and hopefully bring down the amount of impact that we're taking if somebody were throwing punches at us. So let's start with a good guarding stance. First of all, with a good guarding stance, remember, you're already pretty good coverage here. You got your elbows in nice and tight. You've got your hands up by your jaw. In fact, you've got your jaw kind of down because your head is slightly down, right? Your jaw should be down just a little bit and your shoulders should be up, all right? So that's going to kind of give you this like turtle effect where, your jaw and your neck aren't just stretched out as far as they can. So if you were to take some impact, your shoulders are there to kind of support that, and your hands are there to kind of, also cover. So look like less of a target. First of all, you got your hands up. It's just like all our other boxing videos. My left hand is here. This should also be your left hand. I've reversed our screens, so my left hand is on the same side of the screen as your left hand. Now that being said, you can do this on the left or the right, with the left foot in the front or the right foot in front. It doesn't matter. So let's get into the different covering techniques. So your hands up here. First of all, a good guarding stance is a good way to cover yourself. Okay. Now the one that we most commonly use in class is we probably wrap our arm behind our head. We cover like this. See how my elbow is pointing forward? But look, I can see you. I've still got some field of vision here, right? But having my hand up, when I do that, I wrap my hand, I grab the back of my head, grab the back of your head, and have your arm touching your head. Like actually squish it up against your head. So from the side, boom, I'm here, okay? Back to the front, I'm here, nice and tight. So if something hit me over there, it would run into my arm and not into my head. And I'm anchoring, again, remember how we said anchoring our neck, anchoring our head in there? I'm literally holding on to my head, so now my head has almost become like part of my structure, okay? So let's practice those a few times. So ready, let's go with the left. Ready? Cover, right? Grab your head. Ready? Now the right. Ready? Cover. Ready? Remember, grab the head. Keep those hands up. Ready? Left. Ready? Right. Let's do one more on each side. Ready? Left. Cover tight. Ready? Right. Cover tight. So that's one way that we can cover. Another way that we could cover is just by bringing our hands, elbows in close, and getting our hands in. We can grab our head and keep our hands in nice and tight. I don't know how close you can squeeze your elbows in there, but that's one way that we can mitigate those forward punches coming at us. Okay, so let's practice that a few times. So hands up, elbows are in, ready, and go. Ready, again, ready, go. Ready, and go. Remember, I'm grabbing my head right there. I'm anchoring my head in there, so it's one solid structure. Ready, go. Okay, so that's two ways. Another way that we can do this is by monstering. Now, monstering, I like this term because you're basically creating the monster's mouth. The way I would do that is, whichever hand is in front, that arm goes down, the other hand goes up. Can I see you? Can you see me? I can see you. Ready again. So again, whichever hand is in front, rush. That one is on the bottom, ready, rush. And so again, I'm just creating a structure here to where I could absorb some punches and I could hopefully close in a little bit, reach in and grab and do what I need to do. So let's cover those three things one more time. So these are all high covers protecting our head. So hands are up, we can wrap it behind our head. We can do that on both sides. We can bring our arms up here, or we can monster, okay? So those are three ways that you can cover your head. Now, covering is not a perfect science. There's only so much that we can actually cover with our arms, and unfortunately, some things are gonna be left open. If you notice when you cover high, when you wrap that arm around your head, there's still a little bit of head exposed up here. The good news is the top of our head, the corners could have up to a 1/4 inch of bone. I know some people might have a little bit more bone than that, but myself included. But that being said, I'm pretty well protected up there. So if anything did hit me in the top of the head, it would probably injure the other person more than it would injure me. Also, another thing to think about was when I did wrap my head up like that, I'm really anchoring everything in and trying to solidify it into one solid structure. So if I do get hit, it's going to be a lot of impact on the other person's hand, and it could do a lot of damage there. So again, it's not a perfect science. We're going to cover as much as we possibly can, And if you've sparred before, you know that sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you don't cover the right spot, or sometimes you don't cover tight enough, or you don't block good enough, or you don't move far enough out of the way. But our goal is not to never, ever get hit. Our goal is to reduce the damage, reduce the impact. It'd be great if you didn't, but if you are going to get hit, it's in your best interest to reduce the amount of damage that's done by getting hit, okay? So again, that was covering and monstering, different ways to do that. Practice those, incorporate those into your boxing combos, and we look forward to seeing you on the mats.